Most founders never make it past 100K, not because their product sucks, and not because they don't want it bad enough, but because they run themselves into the ground before their business even has a chance to grow. And they get it, because I was working 70-hour weeks too, and I still felt behind. I've spent over 20 years scaling companies, 3 of which were acquired, and the last one exited for almost $1 billion. And now I'm building my own from the ground up without burning out. Here's how I'm approaching it and how you can too. The truth is, most people don't build businesses. They build full-time jobs with no ceiling, no breaks, and no leverage. You might wake up at 5 a.m. to get ahead, but you still go to bed wondering if it's all pointless. The pressure to do everything from client work to content to DMs to admin, it's brutal. Especially if you came from corporate like me, where systems were just there. Everyone said to be on every platform, so you did, or you're trying to. But it's making things worse. So if you're in this phase, tired, doing too much, stuck, here's what I changed first. I left a high-paying job at a multi-billion-dollar fintech company. Not because I burned out, but because it stopped being a challenge.
That was easy.
The burn was gone. I wanted something real, something I could build, something worth working 70 hours a week for. Not because it's easy, but because it makes you feel alive. I knew I couldn't just work harder, so I started rebuilding the way that I work. And rebuilding how I spent my time. It's all about allocation. So here's what I changed and how I stopped feeling behind. There are 3 shifts that I made to protect my time, my focus, and my momentum. The first shift I changed is how I measure progress. Just because I've crossed off 18 tasks does not mean I moved the needle. Now, before I start the day, I ask myself this: will this create measurable progress if I work on this task today? And if it's not a yes, then it doesn't make the cut. And on Fridays, I ask, what did I actually accomplish this week that compounds? Hindsight is the best kind of data. It gives you real points to make high-quality decisions quickly. The second shift, I stopped wasting energy on repetition. If I'm doing it more than twice, it's a signal to delegate it or automate it. And that's why I built the Content Repurposer Pro for myself, not to save time, to save energy. And in doing so, I save myself time. And that's just a bonus. Decision fatigue is a silent killer, and systems reduce decision fatigue. And third, I started protecting my focus like it was revenue. Every random yes is a no to your next growth lever. I treat my calendar like a cash flow now. It's either an asset or a liability. Each interruption costs me focus and energy, and that's future revenue lost. Here's a simple framework I use today and recommend if you're still stuck in the grind. Because if you think hustle is helpful, reframe that for yourself to burn for your outcomes. Treat systems as your gold and measure with your data, not vanity metrics. The goal isn't to do more faster. It's to build something that works even when you're not there so that you can move to that next level. Because if it only works when you're at 110%, that's not a business. That's a burnout trap. And you want to feel the burn without the burnout. Most founders burn out before 100K. But if you build with systems and guard your energy like equity, you don't just survive, you scale. And that's how you actually get past 100K. You get your time back to invest in better things. You get your brain back to work on higher level things. And finally, your weekends can be yours again, if you want them to be. If you're serious about scaling without burning out, the real unlock is building systems that take the weight off your brain. I put 3 core systems I use inside a starter kit. You can grab it below.